He burst onto the presidential scene in 2023, promising to root out corruption after the last government. 2 years later, the worst fears of Cypriot citizens have now been confirmed. He hasn't thrown out the old corrupt methods. They've simply evolved.
Then in 2008, he became fourth minister of finance. But more importantly, we are very good friends. He calls me frequently. He trusts me, which is very important. So I was one of the first people who supported him when he started campaign.
He funded his campaign with illegal cash, disguised as donations, to bypass the €1 million limit.
In the elections, they have a cap of about 1 million, right, in the presidential elections. So sometimes they have to depend on cash to be able to go above that budget.
He has a cap. Campaign, you know, they have to be there. And they spend the money in cash. This, well, I tell you, this is in cash.
When the president needs cash, he calls his chief of staff, his brother-in-law.
Really, the president, we built a for sure relationship. But the president trusts him. He entrusted him with financial during the campaign. So very sensitive stuff. He's his chief of staff to his campaign now. And they pay instead of money transfer.
Libis is like talking with us. George is a very good friend of the president. He gets advice. The president advises George a lot.
The mechanism works like this. The chief of staff uses his connections to find groups willing to pay cash for special treatment, money for favors, influence, and access.
We are the main the contacts here at the palace. Next to the president, decide what you want to do exactly. And then you can come to the president and you can offer, I'm telling you off the record now, George, off the record. You can come and say, okay, we want to do this business and we have this amount also of money to go for CSR purposes. For example, the other day, I'm going to tell you just one small example. The other day, an American, he has very good ties with the country. He wanted to make a contribution to the government, to the country of 500,000. Absolutely, I was thinking maybe we can do this at the presence of the president if you want. I mean, we can arrange a visit and you come to Cyprus and we discuss it also. Maybe the president has something to propose. We can do though a preparation. If you go through the procedure with George, let's say, start working on the applications and you face an issue, give me a call and I will call them to prioritize it.
Sorry, what? Yes. This is exactly how it works. I'm trying to say it's not for someone like Nikos who doesn't have a party behind him. It's not easy for them to find the money. So this is why Harlan told me, look, when the time comes, okay, we will need money in the campaign. We will need help in the campaign.
He provides assistance to oligarchs under EU sanctions in exchange for substantial payments.
The between you and I, the bigger issue. The main work I do with them is that their holding company, Level 1, has two sanctioned individuals. They have Friedman and who they are sure. And the third one is called Korupcija. So Friedman and Friedman, they found a way to besides all the other things that I work with, I also make sure that Cyprus puts a firm stance in EU for this third guy not to be.
The mechanism is the same. Large sums of cash flow to the government in return for a firm government stance in the EU against sanctions on the oligarchs.
a medical company donated, after my advice, 75,000 euros to the presidential case. They got the attention of the president because I arranged a call between the chairman and the president. The chairman told him, look, Mr. President, we need to make the elections. Yes. They issued the permit in 2 weeks. Yeah, the president says, I want this done.
This mechanism is being actively used by major companies like Seifield, Cyprus's leading construction company.
I can talk to him freely. I see him every 2 weeks. I see him. Not in public, because otherwise he'll say, that's why he's here. No. But if I call him right now, he'll answer. No, the relationship is one of the biggest assets. Every day communication. Let's see what we. It's like my girlfriend. Brought this project to completion in March by going office to office, government authority to government authority, pulling the right strings.
The First Lady receives bribes disguised as donations for favours.
In the meantime, support the president's union. Their projects. But you, as presidential. We speak to the president, speak to the first lady. She's getting funding for the project. So what I'm trying to say is we go to her office, make the introduction. This is after the meeting with the president. You meet the first lady if the president has projects need. Yeah? Otherwise she does that. She sent me a letter. They're starting a new cycle. So in September, maybe it's a good time if you can contribute.
Every time she holds an event to raise money, I'm there.
His wife can't use this channel of donation.
She's using all the time. She gets support. You should always be under the publicity, right? So we give her 10,000 every year. It's not much, but we support other initiatives as well. We pay, I say, 250,000 every year of donation. Every time the government is hosting a philanthropy event, the president, I am there.
The promises to root out corruption in Cyprus were broken. He used illegal cash to fund his first campaign and is now doing the same in preparation for the next presidential election. Crony capitalism hasn't gone anywhere.